Hello everyone, this is Apurva Malani, your VMAT mentor from Macrovision Academy, Burhanpur. Today our topic for VMAT is number series. In number series, basically three type of questions will be there. First type is next term. You will have to find out the next or the last term of the series as you can see in this example. Now second type of question will be missing term. You will have to identify, you will have to find out a missing term of a given series. And the third type of question is finding the wrong term. In the series, one of the terms will be incorrect as per the logic that is used, and you will have to identify what term which number that is. There are different type of logics used in a number series. Now the most basic one will be addition or subtraction. Now here in this series the numbers are increasing gradually. So first thing you will do is find out what the differences between the terms are. So here as you can see the differences are plus 4, plus 5, plus 6, plus 7, plus 8 and plus 9. Now in this series 8 plus 4 is 12, 12 plus 5 is 17, 17 plus 6 is 23 and so on. So last term you can identify as 38 plus 9 which is 47. Likewise, in this case, you can find out what the last or the end term is. Different logics can be used in addition also. For instance, here the series, the logic is increasing gradually. The differences could be constant numbers, they could be increasing numbers, odd or even numbers. It could be alternate numbers. For instance, plus 5 plus 6 here the differences were plus 4 plus 5 plus 6. Instead of that the differences could have been plus 6 plus 5 plus 6 plus 5 or some other alternate sequences. The differences, the additional differences could be squares, cubes, fractions, prime number, etc. So you will have to identify the sequence and find out a pattern whatever that is. Similarly, in subtraction also the series will decrease gradually. Here as you can clearly see that the series is decreasing by 10. 10, that is a constant difference in all the consecutive terms. So the last term will be 60 minus 10 which is 50. Just like addition, there can be a lot of similar logics in subtraction also. The terms, the differences could be increasing or decreasing sequences. It could be prime numbers, it could be odd or even numbers, and it could be squares, cubes or fractions. So first thing you do when you see a series is try to find out the differences between the terms. Now the next logic is of multiplication. Instead of gradually increasing, here you can see the series is increasing very rapidly from 1 to 120. It has increased in within 4 terms within a very short duration. Now the next logic is of multiplication. Here in this series as you can see the numbers are not increasing gradually, they are increasing rather very fast. Here from 1 to 120 the series has changed within 5 terms. So instead of adding and finding the differences, what we'll try to do is we'll try to see what can be multiplied with these terms to get the next term. Here 1 into 2 will give 2, into 3 will give the next term, into 4 will give the next term, into 5 will give 120, and for the last term we'll multiply 120 by 6. So last term we'll get as 720. Just like the previous cases, different logics can be applied within multiplication also. Multiplication of constant terms could be there. Multiplication of whole numbers and fractions can be there. Multiplications of even numbers, odd numbers, prime numbers. Any logic can be used that you will have to identify. Now the next type will be division. Instead of gradual next you have division. Next we have division. Now as you can see in this examples, we are trying to find out what the logic behind this series is. 216 divided by 3 is 72. Divided by 2 is the next term, that is 36. Divided by 3 again gives the next term 12. So we have to identify the last term. Here alternatingly 2 and 3 are divided in the series. So the next term will be 12 divided by 2, which is 6. Now, just like multiplication, a lot of variations can be there in the logic. The terms can be divided by constant numbers, they could be divided by whole numbers and fractions, could be divided by odd or even number sequences, and so on. Next we have squares and cubes. It is easier to identify the sequences if the squares and cubes are given to us directly. For instance, I am taking a few examples. Here in this situation, this series is a squares of natural numbers starting from 2, that is 2 square, 3 square, 4 square up to 6 square. So the next term will be 7 square. In another example, I have a series which starts from 3 cube up to 6 cube. So the next term will be 7 cube. Here I am taking one more example in which the numbers are 2 square, 3 square, 5 square and 7 square. In this sequence, the numbers are prime numbers. 2, 3, 5, 7 are prime numbers. So the next term will be 11 square, which is the next prime number, which is 121. So in this case, it is easier to identify. Next, we have a special type of series where squares and cubes are indirectly implemented. For instance, in this sequence, as you can see, the squares and cubes or any type of cube cannot be easily identified. Actually, this sequence is what? Basically a numbers cube minus that number. So 0 is 1 cube minus 1. The next term is 2 cube minus 2, that is 8 minus 2, 6. The next term is 24, which is 27 minus 3, or 3 cube minus 3, and so on. So the last term that we are missing is 7 cube minus 7, that is 343 minus 7, which is 336. A few more similar type of series are there. For example, prime numbers. So usually what happens when you see a prime number series, people start subtracting and finding the differences between two terms, and it gets confusing because no logic is there. So just remember that prime numbers directly can be used in the series, in a number series. The next type you have is Fibonacci series. In a Fibonacci series, what happens? Two terms add up and the next term is made. For instance, in this case, I am taken a Fibonacci series. The first two terms are 2 and 3, and the next term is the sum of the previous two numbers, and the next term after 5 is what? 8, which is the sum of previous two numbers. The next term, which is 13, is again the sum of previous two numbers, that is 5 and 8. So you can see the next term 21 will be what? The sum of previous two numbers, that is 8 and 13, and so on. You will be able to identify the next term, which will be the sum of previous two numbers. This is an important series that you will have to remember to apply sometimes when the series is given to you. We will take up some examples now. We will have to find the next term in this given series. The numbers of the series are 4, 5, 11, 34, 137, and we have to identify what the last term is. Now in this series, two operations are used simultaneously, that is multiplication and addition. So from 4 to 5 you can either write plus 1, but here I am writing plus 1 in a different way. This term, this from 4 to 5, I am writing into 1 plus 1. You will know why I am writing it like this. The next term will be 5 to 11. The next is into 2 plus 1. 5 into 2 plus 1 gives 11. 11 into 3 plus 1 gives the next term, that is 34. And 34 into 4 plus 1 will give you the next term, that is 137. So obviously the next term, the last term, will be 137 into 5 plus 1, which is 686. So in this case, both multiplication and addition are being used. Now I am taking a different example. Here again I am given a series, and I have to identify the last term of this number series. First thing what we usually do, we find out the differences between the terms. In this case you will not find the answer by doing that. So I'll skip that part, and I'll write the terms that are 4, 6, 9, 13 and a half, 13 1 by 2. So instead of using this mixed fraction, I'm converting it into a pure normal fraction number, which is what? 27 by 2. 13 1 by 2 is nothing but 27 by 2. I'll write it like this because it is more convenient for me, and we have to find out the last term. Now what I'll do is, in this series I'll multiply the number by 3 and divide it by 2 to get the next term. So 4 into 3 divided by 2 will be 6. 6 into 3 divided by 2 will be the next term, that is 9. Into 3 divided by 2 will give you 27 by 2, and again into 3 divided by 2 will give you the answer, that is 81 by 4, which is nothing but 21 by 4 in mixed fraction. So this is the answer we'll get in this given example. Now in this example I have to find out the missing term. I am given a series that is 5, 6, 9, 15 question mark and 40. What will come in place of question mark? The first thing that I do is I find the differences between the numbers. So I'll find the differences here. The numbers are 5, 6, 9, 15 question mark and 40, and the differences between the terms are 1, 3, 6 question mark and question mark. So as of now I don't see a pattern here, so I'll again subtract these numbers and try to find out a pattern. So the differences between the differences is 2, 3. So when I see 2 and 3, the next terms which I logically think about are 4 and 5. So let me try with the next terms as 4 and 5. So if I add 4 and 5 as the differences, what will I get? So 4 plus 6 is 10 and 10 plus 5 is 15. So the next differences will be plus 10 and plus 15. So by adding 15 and 10 I'll get 25. In this case you will have to check whether these two terms will finally give me 40 as the next term or not. If they give me 40, I am on the right track, I am using the correct logic. But if not, you'll have to change your logic, you'll have to change your approach of thinking. So for this case I am getting 25 plus 15 as 40, which is the correct term. Therefore I've used the correct logic, and the missing term will be 25, that is option B. Now in our next question you have to find out the wrong term. A series is given in which one of the terms is wrong. You have to identify which one is it. Now first thing again I'll do what? I'll find the differences. The differences are for these terms are minus 20, minus 25, minus 30, minus 30 again. Now as of now in the sequence I was going, I would have thought that this number should have been minus 35. Instead I have minus 30. So for now I am marking this as the odd difference, that is the odd one out amongst these. And the next difference is minus 45, and the last one is again minus 45. So what is the common term between these two differences? It is 0. So instead of 30, if I had 35, because the sequence, the differences are minus 20, 25, 30, so next should have been minus 35. If I want this term as minus 35, this term should have been, instead of 0, it should have been minus 5. And if this were minus 5, this minus 45 could have been minus 40. So in this case I am getting a correct sequence with a proper difference, that is minus 20, 25, 20, 30, 35, 40 and 45. So what I can say is the term 0 was incorrect, and because of 0 my series was getting messed up. So that is the incorrect or the wrong term in this case, which is option C. So you will mark C as the answer. That is all for this topic. If you have any doubts at all, mention it in the comment section below. Thank you and have a nice day.